What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I am way behind on footage, guys. What you're seeing here is the team that we built in 3 days episodes ago, because we did squad building stuff Saturday and Sunday. And what the gameplay you're watching today is me qualifying for FUT Champions. And you're like, wait, hold on. You automatically qualify because you got gold 3 last week. Well, that's how old this footage is, and that's how I'm way behind. So expect a lot of double uploads this week. A lot of double uploads, probably like 4 or 5, because I played this stuff on Wednesday and won the tournament and qualified automatically before the rewards were given out and the game automatically qualified me, if that makes sense. I think that's the case anyway. I might have played this on Thursday, but I think I played this on Wednesday. So this is our first opponent, guys, and as per usual, or not, I guess as per usual, I've got some comments from the previous video, some interesting stuff to talk about. But yeah, so what you're going to see today is this. I've then got all of the gameplay from FUT Champions, but it's already Monday when you're watching this. Now, if I did 10 episodes of video and only uploaded 1 a day, that would take us to Friday, which would basically be next weekend's FUT Champions. I'm way behind. So although there probably won't be a double upload today, I think Tuesday and Wednesday I'll do double uploads to get the FUT Champion stuff out of the way. Or alternatively, I could completely skip all of this month's FUT Champions, all of this week's FUT Champions gameplay, and just give you guys a club tour and show you where we're at. Let me know in the comment section, put your argument for and against. Some of you love to watch the FUT Champions gameplay, some of you don't. Some of you will watch anything anyway, and some of you won't. So if you want to see it, let me know in the comment section and let me know why. And if you do just want me to like maybe just pick out some of the, because it's going to be difficult for me to not upload it actually, because there's a lot of stuff in between that changes and happens that's important to the series. So I think on that basis you're going to see it all. Actually, forget what I just said. You're going to see it all. So you're going to get 2 episodes Tuesday, 2 episodes Wednesday, then regular scheduled programming. We'll be back on Thursday. And I am moving house. Like the process has started already, but it should be next Monday when the internet is fully installed and I'm back, you know, I'm in, everything's fine and stuff. So from the following weekend, live streaming the games might be a possibility. I know I've said it a few times. The reason why I haven't done it so far is because it's so bloody stressful to play FUT Champions. Like, if you don't qualify for FUT Champions, trust me when I say, don't even worry about it, because it is so stressful. Now, the first comment we've got is from AO the Irishman. Tweets me a lot as well. I always see your tweets, bro, and I appreciate that. He says, could you make a vid on custom tactics, how to use them appropriately, and notice when they're being used against you? I'm terrible, barely in Division 7, and I can't really qualify for the FUT Champs, and I feel this would bring an extra edge to my play. Like, I wouldn't even notice way park the bus does. I think it means what park the bus does, or when it's used against me. Yeah, I think I can. I mean, in terms of custom tactics, I don't know necessarily what it does. It's another one of those things that EA are just super, they're just not very transparent with what it does and how it directly affects the game. You know, like if you go to your custom tactics and put your build-up play section, if you put passing up to 100 or down to 0, like, I don't know what it does. Pros don't know what it does. There's a vague idea of what it does, and I think the pros quite a lot just tinker with it until they figure out something that just feels right for them. But in terms of like the actual custom tactics specifically, I don't know what it does. In terms of things like how to recognize when someone's on attacking, part of the bus, etc., I can definitely do like a little informational video about that, because I also want to do a video about chemistry, deeper analysis of chemistry, because there are a lot of important things that people just don't realize about chemistry that I think is important for people to see, that may well change how they view FIFA, how they play FIFA, and how they build their teams. Just straight away, for example, we have talked about this a little bit before, but applying like a Deadeye to someone who already has good pace up front may be more beneficial than applying a hunter, a finisher, or a sniper to them, just because of the specific shooting attributes it boosts and by how much. Like, for example, finisher boosts finishing by 10, but sniper boosts finishing by 15. So I don't get it. I wonder if EA made like a small clerical error there. But yeah, so I want to also give like a deep analysis of chemistry, and I think maybe we could do the both of them in one video. So what I'll do is I'll get some clips from the 40 games that I'm about to edit up for FUT Champions, and I'll pull out some games where you can see when someone's on ultra attack or ultra defense, and how to counter it, because there's relatively easy ways to counter it if you know what you're looking for. But also in terms of using it yourself, it's very important to know when to use it and why. And yeah, so we'll put that together, and hopefully it will help you become a better player, get you up into those higher divisions, and maybe get you into FUT Champs. Sam Turton says, nice, I prefer longer vids. Can you do them more often, Nep? I can do them more often, yeah. What tends to happen with the super long vids that we had yesterday, you know, like the 1 hour, 1 hour 10, 1 hour 20-minute vids, is they get considerably less views. And I understand why fully. And as I explained in a previous video, this channel is not about the views. It's about it's just about me having fun on FIFA, playing it the way I want to play it, showing you guys how you can do things as well without money, and genuinely enjoying what we do. Not that I don't on my main, but this one is all about the fun, not really about the business. The business is secondary to this one. So I can do longer videos. They do get considerably less views, and that's why, like, in a sense, it both is about the business and isn't about the business at the same time, because I want as many people as possible to see these videos, so it helps as many people as possible. If less people watch them, then obviously less people get helped. Although in a video like yesterday's that was like an hour odd long, all it was us doing is squad building challenges, so it wasn't really that helpful anyway. So yeah, I can do longer vids more often. I don't know if anyone really wants to see them, and I know me asking that question will you know, encourage people to put in the comment section that they love them, but there are probably, like, I said this on Twitter a little bit earlier, like, I'm very grateful to be where I am. I'm a normal human being. I'm just a guy. Like, I'm not special in any way, shape or form. I'm not the greatest FIFA player. I'm not the greatest video editor. I'm probably not the best commentator. Like, I'm Mr. Bang Average, like, in every sense of the word, right? Yet you guys flood in to watch my videos, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And with that, like, when people come and watch these videos, I want to make sure they get the best out of them. I did have a train of thought there. But yeah, ultimately, yes, I can put the longer videos on. So if you want to watch them, then you can watch them. And if you don't want to watch them, you don't want to watch them. My train of thought will come back to where I was going with that a second ago, I'm sure. But I can't remember where it is right now. So, but ultimately, I would love to do longer videos a lot more. That took ages to just answer that one simple question. That's my biggest problem. I just talk about nothing. Matt's Carstad says, Nep, I love your vids, but you're killing my sleep schedule with these late vids. PS, I live in Norway and I'm 1 hour ahead of you. Well, I try to keep a pretty strict upload schedule on this channel. So I try to upload at around 10 PM every day, UK time, so 11 PM for you. So if you miss it, you could just, if you wanted to, you could just watch it a day behind. So when you're getting from school or something on the Tuesday, you could just watch Monday's video, knowing that when you get home from school on the Wednesday, you'll have Tuesday's video to watch. If you don't like being behind, maybe when you wake up in the morning, just download the video from YouTube and watch it on your phone on the way to school and or on the way home, or to work, or to whatever you do with your day. Maybe you work from home and all it's doing is affecting your sleep schedule. But yeah, so anyway, where I was going with that before, I knew it would come back to me. When I upload a video, even these length videos, like 18, 19 minutes, an hour long or so, I'm very grateful that you guys choose me, because there is a lot of content on YouTube, let alone FIFA content. There is a lot of content on YouTube. So the fact that on this channel, on average, 80 to 100,000 people show up per video, and on my main channel, on average, 150 to 200,000 people show up per video, that's incredible support from you guys, and I'm very, very thankful, because I know there's a lot of stuff out there, and I know there's a lot of better stuff than me out there. So the fact that you guys do choose to watch me, I thank you guys very, very much. Melvin says, I look forward to this series of videos every day, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Melvin. Let me just ask you a question, and this is a little bit self-loathing, and I don't necessarily like to be that guy, but I'm just so interested. What is it that brings you to this video? Not Melvin specifically, but also Melvin, but you watching right now. I'm literally talking directly to you. What is it that brings you to watch my video on a daily basis? Or what causes you to not watch a video? You know, do you see a title and think this one isn't for me, or do you watch every single one religiously? Do you save them up for a week and then binge watch them all at once? Let me know how you watch and why you watch. But we won the tournament there, guys. We got the La Liga Premium Gold Pack. Of course, the informed Gareth Bale is in packs right now. And the La Liga Premium Gold Pack is indeed a pack that consists guaranteed and only La Liga players. So I was hoping to get something good out of that. Breeze4 says, finished gold 2 this week, was a hard weekend. Well, I'm not necessarily going to ruin in the video where I finished. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I keep people updated on there, so you can know if you do follow me on Twitter. But this weekend, something wasn't right with the gameplay. It felt off. It felt weird and it felt wrong. And I don't know why. But yeah, like, it was a hard weekend. There was just something wasn't right. Like last weekend, we finished with 29 wins. We finished Elite 3, and there was a good, of the 11 losses, you could argue that 6 of them, at least, really should have been wins if I got rid of my schoolboy errors. So I could potentially have finished on 34, 35 wins last week, and I finished on 29. This week, we'll talk about it during the gameplay over the next few days, because it was a stressful week. Bilal Uzman says, hey Nep, I doubt you'll see this. I saw it. But do you prefer counter-attack or possession build-up? Honestly, I don't care. I just like to win. So if my opponent plays to force me to counter, I'll counter, and if he plays to force me to use possession, I'll use possession. Ultimately, if I had to choose, I would probably argue that I prefer counter-attack, because it's just, you get the ball, bang, 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 goal, move on. Like, I guess I prefer that more. Corey King says, yo Nep, I think you should build a team around Ribery, as he is only 25k and absolutely amazing. By the way, love the series, big fan of your for a number of years now. Keep up the great work. Well, once again, thank you for the kind words. As we're doing some squad building challenges here as well, guys. Was there a marquee matchups? Or was this? I think this was marquee matchups, and I had a lot of first owner, some untradeable, some bronze players. I was able to do it for super cheap, which was great. Yeah, I would agree. Look, it's interesting because I've got Son and Sterling, I'm just so inclined to use them, and it really limits the players that I can use in the club and the teams that I can build. So I'm definitely open to having other teams, and now that we've got such a huge amount of coins, I'm definitely open to having 2 teams for FUT Champions, 2 really strong teams. I was looking at Di Maria today. Di Maria is like 40,000 coins, even less potentially. Now FUT Champs is over for the weekend. He might be down as low as 30,000 coins. 5-star skills, 5'11", insane stats. How is he so cheap? I would love to use players like Ribery and Di Maria. I know that I've kept my coins right now for waiting for the black Friday market crash and the FUT United week, where there's always special packs and such. But it got to a point this weekend where I know I would have won a few more games if I had the elite players, which I can afford. Like at this stage, if you take out any special cards and any legends, I can afford every single gold card in the game except for Messi and Ronaldo. And I'm sitting there playing with Ross Barkley and Mustafi and and Luke Shaw, and it's like I have these coins. Although I might lose money, this is the way I've got to remember to look at it. If I buy a player now worth 100,000, and I could have bought 2 other players worth 50,000, and I sell him in the Black Friday market crash for 70,000, those other 2 players that I could have bought are also going to have declined in price. So when I sell the player on and the market has crashed, I might have less theoretical coins, but I can still afford the same value of players. And I never remember that the whole market drops. It's not like just the team that I bought drops and now I'm not going to be able to afford the other player that I wanted. They would have also dropped. Like the market all declines together. So I really should invest some of my coins in a very strong team, something that might help me get 31, 32 wins on the weekend. We have got basically 600,000 coins. We have got easily, and I mean easily, 400,000 to 500,000 coins worth of players in the club, and I've got at least 300,000 to 400,000 coins worth of consumables in the club. So I've got around 1.5 million coins all up, which is fabulous. But it's about just investing them and not caring. Like, what am I going to do? Because like this week I'm like, waiting for the crash. Then the crash comes. Oh, what about the Team of the Year crash? Let's wait for that crash. What's the point of having them there? Might as well spend them, use them, enjoy them, have fun with them, get some good players, have some fun, lose some coins, screw it. So what? We've already done amazing. Like, this series is already unreal. Yeah, we're not in divisions. We're not really doing much other than FUT Champions at the moment. But what we've got in this club the amount of special cards and untradables that we've unlocked, unreal. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by what we've got. And then last but not least is SullyTube says, NepentheZ, if you want to improve, do you think watching your matches and looking for the mistakes you made in the matches, or learn what the pros do? So what he's saying is, as the best way to improve, should you emulate what the pros do, or should you watch back your own footage and look for your mistakes? Ultimately, the answer is both. But what I find is, when I watch my games back, I notice things that I do wrong. The biggest problem I have, especially as age comes into it, and it truly does come into it, my reactions aren't as good as a 20-year-old's reactions. You know, I'm 32 years old. I just don't have the reactions of the, you know, teenagers and young adults. I don't. It's a scientific fact of aging. It's just not there. So there are so many times when I have a play on the field and I do something, and as I've done it, I immediately recognize that I've done something wrong and I want to do something different, but it's too late. With the pros, because they have those quicker reactions, those quicker instincts, they don't make that mistake of doing the wrong thing in the first place. They've already recognized what the best thing to do is, and that's what helps them out. Just because, I mean, if you look at it, there are no 32-year-old pros. There just aren't. They just don't exist. And if you look at high skill games like League of Legends, they retire at like 22, 23 years old because of the fact that they can't keep up with the 18, 19-year-olds. And that's just 4 or 5 years difference, and that's still a young adult. So in terms of you guys watching, definitely watching your matches back will teach you a lot about your own self and the mistakes you make. Especially if you watch it back and try and remove which team you're playing for. If you just watch it as if you were just watching somebody else's game, you will be like, wow, he did this wrong, he did this wrong, he did this wrong. In terms of what the pros do, a lot of what they do is just natural instinct and quick reactions. A lot of it is muscle memory, and a lot of it is just learning and understanding the broken game mechanics and abusing them. And that's where I feel like I fall short. There are so many things in this game that I don't do that I could do. For example, the free kick on the edge of the area, where you bring in the second and third man, you make the third man run into the box, and then you make the second man make the little pass to him. I don't know how to do that. It would take me 10 minutes to go and watch a video and learn how to do it, and it would improve my gameplay exponentially to the point where I'd probably win 1 or 2 extra games every weekend out of the 40, which last weekend could have been me in Elite 2 instead of Elite 3. So there's arguments to be made for both of them. But anyway, guys, we've completed this this squad builder challenge, the marquee matchups. We qualified without the use of EA, also qualifying us for this week, well, the weekend just gone's weekend league. This is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.